What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos come together, talk about nerd shit.
My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me is
Miguel Sanchez.
All right, guys. Well, a big trailer got released, and we're going to dive right into it. Which one, though? Spider-Man or Dune? Part 2. Miguel, which one do you want to start in on?
Dude, let's do Spider-Man first.
All right, great. Take it away.
All right, man. All right. Obviously, I was excited to see this trailer. It's a big deal. I'm surprised we didn't get it in the Super Bowl this year. You just felt like prime time cable to see that trailer. And that's, what I would say is that's a very traditional way to see a movie trailer is a big spot at the Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. But Marvel this year has decided we're going to do something a little untraditional, okay?
Yeah, we're going to piss you off a little bit.
We're kind of going to fuck it up left and right. But like just a few months ago during Avatar's run, Disney was releasing those clips from Avengers Doomsday saying such and such will return. It was kind of the first time we've seen them do that. And it was, I don't know I'm not going to speak for everyone else, but for me, it was a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, now we record on a Wednesday. So Tuesday of this week, they announced, hey, guess what? We're going to release the Spider-Man brand new day trailer. You're like, hell yeah, dude, sign me up. Been waiting on this one, And they said, well, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer because we're releasing clips of this trailer throughout the day. It's not going to be a full clip. It's not even, it was like a second or two of each clip.
Yeah.
So not even a real cohesive. Sometimes it would be like the narrator or the narration would be like cut in the middle of a word. You're like, I don't even know where you were starting. Mm-hmm. So I don't know about you, but I opted out. I said, I'm not doing this. I'm opting out of this experience.
I started sharing it. I was like, please stop sharing it. I don't want to see any more of these clips starting to piss me off.
Yeah. And I feel Ed's vibe. He was like, I just excited to share them, but it was also just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to watch this. Okay. I'm not going to give in. Okay.
No.
But thankfully today they released the full teaser trailer, a little over 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes. And we got our first look at Peter Parker, Spider-Man, post No Way Home spell casting. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of preamble to say this trailer came out. Did you have any thoughts right away off the top?
Thoughts right away. Well, I woke up, so you guys are ahead of me in the hours, and I wake up a little bit later than y'all. So kind of one of my routines is I wake up, I open my phone, and then I scroll through my messages, kind of like it's like my news paper. So I scroll it and I see that Ed has shared the trailer, and your immediate text message was, or what did he say? He said something like thoughts, and you were like, Yeah. And then at that point I was like, okay, I got all the information I needed. I don't think I'm going to watch this trailer. And also, I'll tell you what, they were promoting about this movie earlier, how he was actually swinging in the streets of New York.
Sure.
Did you see that where it's like, we're actually going to have him swinging. Mm-hmm. And I think they were like, he's actually in the suit. It's not green screen and things like that.
Right.
But then like the first couple clips that I saw the day before it came out, the full trailer, like the teaser, I saw the one where he's like holding on to somebody and he's swinging to the city, and it's supposed to be resembling
like the homage.
The homage of the first Spider-Man or whatever. Oof. I saw it and I was like, this is not looking good. I saw probably 2 more clips and I started to get a little sadder and sadder about it. And it just feels like we are, like, I understand Sony is a little bit cheaper than other stuff, but like it's just looking too CGI. Like we're getting too lazy with this shit, And I'm just not excited to see that. And I didn't watch the trailer because you had that reaction. I was like, okay, well, you know what? I don't want to set myself up. I might as well just buy the ticket, which I will see, and just experience it. Because at this point,
no need to come into it like hating it, right? It's like, no, let me just go experience, because maybe, of course, talking about CGI, Ed and I were speaking on it earlier, just between us, and he was like, you hope that's one of those things that's going to get better closer to the movie. Okay, yeah, that's true. But it is also like this trailer didn't come out in December,
Yeah,
it's March. It's midway through March, and the movie comes out in July. So, and
even sometimes they do repair it. It's still like not enough. Like, sure, it looks a little bit better, but it's not like, whoa, I can't believe I waited. I'm so happy.
I will say speaking of the opening of the trailer, you're talking about him zipping through the city, grabbing that guy, the homage to the comic cover. There was also there's that right after the opening scene or whatever, he's like on the phone watching like MJ and Ned on social media, and he kind of like closes the phone and then he pulls his mask down. And then he jumps off the whatever building he was on, and the pulling of the mask looked also really, for me, bad. It was just like, do you remember Lilo and Stitch? Do you remember when she pet Stitch? And it was like, bro, she's not touching a single thing, you know, like that's just that is totally fake. It was the same. It was like he was just like whoosh, and then they just like colored his face with the mask. So that was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? And I'm going to spoil a little bit of the trailer for you. I'm assuming you didn't watch it.
No, it's okay. I think you can tell me the details. I think I just don't want to see it.
I'll kind of streamline it, okay? Yeah. The immediate shot after I'm just bitching about this like mask coming on, there's an immediate shot where first off, they're really showcasing he's like sad. You know, his friends don't remember him. The world doesn't remember him.
Is it like piano music that's sad, or is it like a sad song?
Brother, it's like he jumps off this building and it cuts to this shot of inside the mask, which I want to talk about in a second. But it comes to the shot of the inside of the mask, and it's zoomed in like close to his one eye.
Is there a tear?
No, it's worse. It's just like this resigned sigh in a blink. You know, it's like, and what's happening is he's falling off this building. So it's like outside of the suit, you would think it was just like adrenaline high filled moment because he's about to swing through the city. But instead, it's like something he's done 1,000 times, and he's not actually thinking about Spider-Man in this moment. He's thinking about Peter Parker. He's thinking about MJ. He's thinking about Ned.
On script, that sounds pretty cool.
And it's the coolest shot of the entire trailer. Now I will say this. I'm of the camp that really liked that shot. The internet was very torn on it because there are some liberties taking place. Like, you know, when you jump into Iron Man's helmet and it's not like, obviously it's not sitting like touching his nose. Yeah. And it's kind of the same thing in the Spider-Man mask. But of course, outside of it, you know, it's face forming or whatever. And people were like, no, I can't suspend disbelief. And it was like, I was like, okay, it was like a super cool shot from this whole trailer.
Yeah.
Then of course, we see, you know, some action, quite a lot of action. Spider-Man is kind of not facing like his greatest hits, but, you know, just one of those like Spider-Man is one of those like rich, you know, treasury
like
of bad guys. Yeah. And so it's like, even if they're these small little characters, it's really coloring this like superhero journey he's on. They're really aiming for like a street level event, which is something I was telling Ed was, because this version of Spider-Man has been in so many Avengers movies, it does feel for me, it's kind of like a shift. You know what I mean? Just kind of like, whoa, we have to go real small all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We see some shots of some bad guys. I won't spoil too much for you, Luis, but you know, Scorpion's in this movie, right?
I did hear about that. Yes.
So you did get a little clip of Scorpion. There is
Did he have like a full green suit on or something, like a little whippy tail?
It's one of those that's at night. It's dark. It's like flame lit, so you can't quite see. You can't quite see the detail.
He doesn't whisper it, does he?
He kind of does.
Spider-Man.
He's just like, stay out of my way, and then he whips him. Yeah. And then he whips him with the tail, which looks kind of cool. That helps that it was such a dark scene. But there's a theme of this evolution that's happening. Peter Parker ends up running into Bruce Banner and is trying to use him for help because he's like, my blood, everything is evolving, and you know, Bruce Banner kind of tells him like, that's not a good thing. And then there's this like kind of monster angle where I think we all know what's happening, but it looks like there's a potential transformation happening in this movie.
Kind of like a Man-Bat situation.
Yes. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. And apparently this is based on some comic storylines, so it's, you know, not just like pulled out of the, you know, thin air. So it looks interesting. It's got the guy who directed Shang-Chi, Luis.
Yes. Daniel Destin Cretton. He also co-ran Wonder Man, the movie.
That's right.
The TV series that came out. Yeah.
That's right. I think there's a lot of excitement about him right now. You know, some people are a little hot or cold on Shang-Chi, but it was clear like that was like a fresh entry into the MCU, and it showed that
a classic blockbuster that did the job. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes that's just like a bar that many movies or just things kind of can't even reach. Yeah,
you know, dude, F1 was nominated for an Oscar for a reason. You know what I mean? Bro,
listen,
you get it.
It got people feeling. You know,
dude, I'm saying.
And I don't even like the sport, so isn't that crazy to think? Like I F1. And
but that's not your thing either.
No,
it could be both.
Like, okay, it can be both.
So excited for this excited for this movie. Yes, I do want to see it. The trailer, I did watch it maybe like 4 or 5 times throughout the day today, and there was never a moment where, which I tend to do when it's like a big trailer, right? Like you want to see it a bunch of times. And guys, Ed's seen Noah in the theaters 4 times. Like I can watch a trailer 5 times.
Right, absolutely.
But it just never like hooked me on every viewing. There was never, other than that one shot that I talked about that I was like, that was really nice.
But it's at the beginning. So it's
at the beginning. Exactly. And the Punisher's in it. We're seeing some potential. I know. And he's got, of course you wouldn't believe it, he's got an attitude. Oh no, he almost said the F word. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we get it. It does, there are bits of it that look fun. It just looks really sad and kind of heavy, and it's like they're really leaning into this. Peter Parker is alone in this phase in his life.
What's the song? Is it instrumental or is it actual song?
But I wish Ed was here. He would be able to tell you. I could not off the top of my head. Do you remember
words, or is it just like doo-doo-doo, like music?
No, I don't think it was words.
So it was just like a sad instrumental. Then like a classic trailer sad music.
The moment we stop recording and I go watch it again, I'll be like, oh fuck, I forgot it was actually this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it's like Mad World by Jules, whatever his name is.
Like, okay,
Mad World.
You wouldn't believe it. We're doing that song again. But yeah, no, it's a fun entry. Obviously, it's got me excited because anything that leads us towards like Doomsday and Secret Wars is really exciting. I think this is taking place before Doomsday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like the potential to connect to those movies is exciting. We'll see. I will say this that's going for it that I really like, and this is the last thing, is that it does not look like the Homecoming trilogy. You know what I mean? It feels tonally different. It feels like an adult Peter Parker. I was telling Ed, there was a moment where I was like Peter Parker, and I was like, my God, he looks so old now, and not in a bad way, but it's just like, whoa, I can't believe how much time has passed since we first saw Peter Parker in the MCU. So I think Ed would be a little upset also if I didn't read you his thoughts real quick.
We also have a trailer for Dune Part 3. We can't wait to get into that. Before you get into Ed, I had a question.
Okay.
So you said it was dark. Is it like they put it through a dark filter, or was it shot in a way that it was like?
No, it totally feels
oppressive?
Natural. No. It feels real. It feels gloomy. Like imagine
like purposefully gloomy, not just like we just made it look dark. Okay.
Yes, it feels like when you go outside on a gray day,
Okay.
But you're Spider-Man and you're wearing bright red and blue. And how does that look combined together?
Yeah.
I think it, besides like some, I don't want to say shoddy CGI. That sounds rude, but it's just like, a little more plasticky CGI.
Yeah. It's like, I think I saw the Punisher riding a car or something. And he's like, whoa, Spider-Man. And then like, it just had like this like weird, like blur halo effect behind him. And it's like, you're not there. Yeah. So I was just, so Ed.
Yeah, no, Ed was, some of the things that I had mentioned, and I only say this because he references them, was just like, it's a dark, heavy vibe. The CGI in some parts were kind of bad. The eye perfect shot. Punisher feels weird. Mainly just talking about how it's like a street level, but he's been in some.
So mainly your
movies.
Thoughts. He seems like he starts
by saying, I think pretty much what you agree on all of these points. That's the only reason why I'm bringing that up. Okay. Overall, it didn't feel like anything too exciting or groundbreaking. Just another Spider-Man movie. The CGI wasn't great, but hopefully that'll improve. They were touting practical stunts, so I'm looking forward to that. I think you were mentioning the swinging through the city.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
Well, he's optimistic. I think that's a great thing. He also enjoyed that shot of the eye behind the mask. He says he's down for a sad take on Spider-Man. It would feel weird if it wasn't after the events of No Way Home, but as long as there's an arc forward, that is interesting. Okay.
I mean, I have to imagine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I have to imagine that's going to be a trilogy, like a 3-part. Like this is the beginning of the new Sony trilogy. So there's going to be. I feel like there's going to be an arc. Okay, go ahead.
It's like when the Harry Potter movies started getting darker. You're like, oh, okay, it's darker now. Yeah. Punisher and Hulk excite him, but he is of course a little wary about how that's going to go. He thought Scorpion looked cool, and he imagines a lot of the villains will be short-lived. So like I said, there's like a lot of shots of different New York Spider-Man bad guys and some other superhero bad guys. He doesn't think they're going to last long. Not showing who the main bad guy is interesting. And he's not sure how many directions it's going to go. So, right. Yeah, there you go. It sounds kind of just like me, a little cold, Yeah. But optimistic. So we'll see how it goes.
Sometimes you need that like movie shot, that cinematic hook, that like thing that's like sort of a lock-in moment, and then you're like, God, I want to see it. I want to see that again.
I will say, rewatching it and getting on the internet, there is something that you'll appreciate about this. Do you remember in No Way Home, one of those trailers where Spider-Man is jumping towards the Sinister Four or whoever it is on the trailer?
Oh yeah.
And then the lizard gets kicked out of thin air, and you're like, who was there just now? They have another shot like that. Not quite as egregious, but there's another shot in this trailer where it's like, that's an odd place for Spider-Man to be in this, like, the framing of this whole shot. Clearly, there's at least another person in the frame.
Like the Hulk?
Potentially. It's a big spot. So
I'll tell you this, is Rhino there?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think they're going to reference any of those. Oh, because at the end of I'm thinking of Craven fights the Rhino, right? In the Sony Craven movie. I'm
thinking of Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Paul Giamatti plays the Rhino.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking of the Craven stuff. I'm just thinking because his like core Sinister Six is like he's one of them, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, but I was referencing No Way Home earlier with that. So,
right. Yeah, you're right.
Probably not too many Sinister Six vibes in this movie. But again, it's a lot of smaller characters that seem to be making their way into the big screen. And it kind of showcasing just like Spider-Man is Spider-Man for the city. And that's kind of his role now. He's not really focused on Avenger threats anymore. This is what he's doing.
There's like spots of like excitement and then spots of like, okay, like hesitation. It just feels very spotty, ups and downs of like, excited but weary, optimistic but worried, at the same time. It's interesting.
I will say, before the trailer came out, when they talked about the Punisher and the Hulk being in this movie, or just Bruce Banner, it was kind of just like, what's this movie? Wait,
the Hulk isn't going to be on here? Is that what they said?
No, of course he's going to be on there.
Okay,
what I mean? But it's like,
and they got to sell tickets.
The shots of Bruce Banner, if you remember in She-Hulk, he has like an inhibitor. I had someone remind me of this today.
Oh, that's right.
It's like this machine he wears, and you do see, if you catch it, he's wearing it in these couple of shots. So it's clear.
Okay, so that means
the Hulk is going to make its appearance. But my God, we talked about Spider-Man for so long. There's another trailer that I'm actually more excited for. Okay,
talk about it. Tell me about it, brother.
So you guys know Dune Part 3. All right, coming out this year. We're coming off a fresh Oscar campaign from Timothée Chalamet, and of course right there at the end it got a little contentious amongst some other communities, and of course the very next day after the Oscars or whatever, they released the trailer for Dune Part 3, and everyone's like, yes, we fucking love Dune. This fucking rocks. I had so much fun with this trailer. I did mention this past Oscar season in general that I was a little burnt out on Timothée Chalamet. But
you're back in.
I'm gonna see this one through for sure. Did you actually sit down and watch this one?
I did watch this one. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you thought about it?
I mean, I feel like it's Dune. I feel like if you've seen Dune 1, Dune 2, it's just a little bit darker. But same Dune-y vibes. I don't know. I don't think I really had much to think about it, except it's like, this is Dune. I will watch it, and then that's it. And then I kind of moved on.
Did anything like excite you about the trailer?
Nothing really.
You didn't feel hyped?
Nothing got me excited. I think I was just like, I'm ready to go. I think I'm casually excited to go back to the world and see it and see what's going on. But okay, let's see what's up. But I'm not like, oh yeah, let's go, brother. I think that's okay. Sure. It's really well done. Like, I've seen, this is Dune. Like, I've seen Dune 1, Dune 2, and like, yep, that's Dune. I'm rewatching the trailer as we speak. I'm like, yep, that looks like Dune. This looks like Dune. I think it does feel like a TV show at this point now, right? Where it's like, all right, next episode of House of the Dragon. What's next? I'm already watching Dune.
There were some people that were saying it is kind of egregious that Warner Brothers can make 3 Dune movies in 5 years. But like your favorite TV show has to go 3 or 4 years in between each season. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
I feel a little bit like on the side of Richard. Not the people who think that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think it's okay for shows to have a couple season breaks. Like, whatever. This is not the topic. Dune Part 3. So yes, we also see Anya Taylor-Joy here.
Yeah. Did you know that takes place 17 years after the events of Dune 2?
You know, I did know that. Well, I knew it happened in the future. I didn't know how long into the future. So 17 years. That's a good fact.
17.
Wow.
That's insane. That's a huge time leap.
Yeah, because at this point, I think in the books he is like much, much older, and I think that was a complaint that people had. It was like, oh, they should have just like recast him with like Jeremy Strong or something.
Wow. What a slap in the face to Timothy Chalamet. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like
that's a slap.
I know.
The guy from fucking what's it called? Succession taking over as an older version of him, like he's doing with Social Network.
With Social Network. But you know what? That feels fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Timothy Chalamet, like Paul Atreides in this version, you know what I mean? Like he has kind of defined that character. Like it would be kind of shitty to be like, and anyway, he's done. Like, I mean, listen, I guess
part 2 is amazing. Older.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know. And it is kind of jarring that like literally every character from the last movie that you see in this one is like, damn, y'all look the exact same.
They look exactly. It's like, oh, they have little marks. Honestly, I think that maybe they're not showing me all the older versions of themselves. Yeah. But putting little scratches on them and putting a little skin irritation isn't going to make me feel like 17 years passed.
Mm-hmm. This is a harsh planet. You know what I mean? Like sun,
it's even
desert.
Yeah. So it should be fucking crinkly.
Dude, I mean, 17 years is
not just like a little dash here and a little bit of a shaved cut.
Yeah. There was one part that I keep thinking about every time I watch it is like he's shaving his hair or he's just washing his hair, but he's got this like big tub of water in front of him. And I thought that was so interesting because it's like, oh, okay, he's now like this, you know, leader. He's like the god of these people or whatever. So now he can have this like water. And it's like the whole reason they wear these suits is because there's like barely any water on this planet. You have to conserve it.
Damn, you're right. See?
He's got this like whole thing that he's like bathing himself in. And it's like, okay, that doesn't seem like something a normal, what do you call these people? Arakans would do. Yeah. You know? So, but I don't know. I'm into it. It just, like you said, it got me kind of back into the world. I liked the chanting that was happening.
Oh, the music is good. You're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
it really amped it up.
Yeah, I was telling Ed, like, you know, they're saying he's trying to go for that Grammy. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna Timothy Chalamet is gonna get that. A big surprise, Jason Momoa coming back. Big surprise. If you don't know the story of Dune, apparently, so people are real cheeky about this, but I guess Jason Momoa's character. His name's coming to me. It's like Dakota something.
Yeah.
What's his name? It'll come to me. Duncan. Is that it? No, I'm just
Duncan.
Thinking.
I don't know. What's his name? I guess I could look it up.
Duncan, Idaho, or something like that. And he's coming back. He spoiler alert, dies in the first movie, and there's so apparently a story reason for him to come back in this movie. So looking forward to it. Robert Pattinson, Anya Taylor-Joy. Wow.
Duncan, Idaho
looks good. Ed's saying
Duncan, Idaho is his name.
Is it Duncan, Idaho for real?
Yeah.
Dude, I pulled that one.
Wait,
out.
Is this right? Duncan, Idaho. Yeah, that's his name. How'd you do that? What a crazy ass name.
Bro, I knew it was some state.
This is Duncan, Idaho. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Paul Atreides. You're like
Jessica. This is Jessica.
Okay, I think we got a little, you know. I got to make the names a little bit English.
Yeah, I got to sell this book first.
Sorry, dude. But yeah, Ed says I cannot wait for this. His most anticipated movie of the year. The darkness of it, the scope, the scale, it all looks exciting. Can't wait to see where it goes. Robert Pattinson and Anya Taylor-Joy. Jason Momoa, ? And where is Josh Brolin? So that's
I thought I saw him in this trailer. Is he not in
I know. I think his name is credited, but I don't think we saw him.
I thought I saw him walking like, I'm taking down these bad people.
That might have been him. I mean, a lot of really cool shots. Denis Villeneuve did say that this is going to be like a action thriller. Some people, the book readers, are kind of taking pause of this because apparently the third book is not really like that. And of course, it's been like 17 years, so it like skips over all of the war and stuff.
All right.
And this is supposed to be a little more heady, talky, politicky storyline. And so there's some question marks about making it more action-packed and thrillery than it needs to be, but it's also, in my mind, hey, they, you know, just seems like a Dune movie needs to be that to sell the Dune movie, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But I'm hooked. I'm gonna go see it. Famously,
of course.
famously walked out of the first movie the first time I saw it. Was kind of bored. It took me a home viewing to realize, oh wait, this movie's great. And then I was lucky enough I came around to see Dune 2 in theaters because wow.
Hey, if we're going up in this progression, and I think it's going to be interesting too because he split the first book into 2 movies, which was a complaint of mine as far as like feeling an incomplete movie or just jumping in. And this is its own book, The Dune Messiah. And so I wonder if I'll enjoy this movie more so than the other ones. It will be interesting to rewatch all of them as that kind of like full arc.
Full arc, yeah.
That'll be kind of cool. And what else about Dune? I had something else I was going to say. Forgot it.
Love it.
Comes in theaters December 18th. If you had to decide between watching Dune and Avengers on the same day, which one would you watch first?
But I get to see both of them. I just have to decide which one to see first.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
What's your order?
My preferred order would be Avengers first. Because I think this has the potential. This is like it feels like, I can't believe I'm saying this for the millionth time. This feels like the make or break moment for Marvel. It's like if Doomsday lives up to the hype of the previous biggest Avengers movies and sticks some sort of landing, we're back. All right. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I do think Dune is the more like, at this moment, the more like probable solid landing. You know what I mean?
It's the one that's going for Oscars for sure.
Yeah. Like I want to see both of them equally. I would want to see the Avengers first just because I'm like, I really gotta, and maybe this trailer will change my mind, but I'm definitely seeing Dune in IMAX. Excited.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I like that too. I'll do Avengers first because then you get like all the little appetizer taste out of it. Ooh, I see all the fun action. Now I can settle down and watch a drama, but with still some action in it.
Let me say, I mean, I'm wondering about this action in Dune 3 because Dune 2 had such phenomenal shots of not just action, but even just like really quiet things were really cool.
Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering, like, how can we top that? Those three worms, for the lack of a better word, you know what I mean, coming in and fighting at the end of that movie was just amazing. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to this, and I kind of want to. Luis, this sounds stupid. I kind of want to go see like all 3 movies in the theaters, like we did The Dark Knight all those years ago. Like, if I don't know if they're gonna do like a full day thing, but like if there was like a run up to it where I could see like Dune 1 and 2 within the week or so before that, I think I would.
That'd be pretty cool. I think I could do. Yeah, I'd be down too.
But like an all day Dune, a Duning, come on,
a Duning, a Dune day. A Dune day, actual Dune day, not like Doomsday and Dune together,
right?
Like an actual Dune
for real, Arrakis, whatever.
Okay, so those are the big trailers. I just wanted to talk about 2 small news. This is like a smorgasbord episode.
We're having fun.
We're having fun. Michael B. Jordan won the Oscars. It was super exciting. But the biggest thing I wanted to call out to is like he was to In-N-Out, which I feel like is like a thing now, where after people win awards, they go to In-N-Out. But the way he was just like looking at the award as he was picking up his burger, everyone was surround him, and he was getting all the support. It was just like, I don't know, heartfelt. Like I just felt like a teary-eyed the way that he looked at it. He's like, God, fucking did it. And he keeps looking back at it and holding it and just like looking around, and people are cheering him. It was a cool moment. And I don't know how you felt about it, but I wanted to bring that up.
So I personally so deserved, I think. I've been saying just amongst us how much like that was one of my favorite movies of the year last year. I think it's like, listen, Michael B. Jordan has had performances that I like love and I kind of just don't connect with as much, but the Smokestack Twins, dude, this was like the role of a lifetime. You
were saying it was his best acting for you. I remember you said that.
And it was like when Leonardo was nominated for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is one of my favorites. But for me, it was like, dude, that's the one he should have won for. That was like his character. That like, that was like Johnny Depp's
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow. You know, it's like when you just like kind of effortlessly make this like iconic character. The Smokestack Twins are going to last forever. I mean, so I was super excited for him. I thought it was well deserved. It definitely did not feel like, oh well, we just gave it to him, you know what I mean? I do think it was a tough year. Obviously, like Timothy Chalamet was really whatever pushing for his. But yeah, I mean, no, I was really excited for it. I was kind of watching on my phone as that night was happening, as I couldn't watch it. So my jaw kind of dropped when I saw that he won. So,
no, it was cool. I'm glad.
In a good way.
And then another quick, business news about Hollywood, real quick, is Universal Studios, notoriously known to have short release windows for their movies, where there was like after 2 weeks or 14 days, or that's the exact same thing, Luis. After like 14 to 17 days, it would go straight to like video on demand, and you could purchase it, especially if like a movie wasn't doing well. So they were doing that during the pandemic because they wanted, I think it was like when the pandemic hit, they were one of the first people that were like, you can rent in what's it called? Invisible Man, the movie with
what's her name?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was like released immediately.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm just saying, like there was. Oh, go ahead.
Just to tag on that, that's the same thing for Dune for me. I think one of the reasons why I was bored my first time watching Dune in theaters is because the night before it came onto HBO. It came out day one.
That's crazy.
COVID was a wild time, dude. Like that's insane. That's insane that they were like, because like I get why Tom Cruise was like, fuck no, we're not releasing Top Gun Maverick on HBO Max the same day. Like we're gonna wait.
That would be terrible.
And it's like Dune, it doesn't matter because Dune still popped off, dude. People flocked to the second one when it came out, but still it was like, dude, that should have been like one of the best theater experiences ever. So thank God Dune 2 delivered. But yeah, no, anyway, it's wild. These theatrical windows in COVID, it made sense. Now it's a money grab. Now it's like, it's going to deter people. It's the same talking points, but it's like, why bother going? Or even worse, not why bother, but I bother. I want to go see this movie in theaters, but I didn't have time. And now I can't because now it's just at home, So
now Universal is taking it all back, and they're saying we're going to be in theaters for at least 5 weekends.
Okay.
And then at the starting of, I think, next year, because it's 2026, right? Next year, it's going to be 7 weekends. And so Sony also has a long window. Disney had one for Zootopia. So it seems like everyone is starting to rally, or like this is like a sign like, hey, we're trying to keep movies in theaters a little bit longer.
I think they're listening to the audience as well a little bit, because it's like there is enough of a push that's like, no, I fucking want to see these movies in theaters. I do think 5 weekends is a decent amount of time. 7 seems like I don't want to push it. Okay, like I don't want them to fail on week 6 and then them decide actually we're going back to 1 week windows and then we're going straight to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Christopher Nolan said something about like 90 days until you can actually like get the movie.
Wow.
So that you have like a proper, like that you want, there's like a thirst to be like, you know what movie I haven't seen? Man, Oppenheimer. Yeah. Let's watch that, instead of it just kind of all blurring together, which I think they did because it was like marketing. It's like, oh, well, we're already marketing the movie. This will just self-market the actual release too. So yeah, that's pretty much just a quick little update that they're trying to do better. Let's talk about this now. There are a few weird topics I wanted to talk about with you. I feel like you would appreciate.
Yeah, you put all these on here, so I'm excited to see what you're talking about.
One of my favorite features that has been universally globalized, well, not universally, but mostly with a lot of like video players that you have, is the double speed.
Yes.
So what's the double speed, Miguel?
Tell me.
How do you enable the double speed?
For me, I love I'm going to show my right hand, but I love holding it on my left hand and pressing that left side of the screen, and it just zips forward for me. Not zips forward, plays at double speed.
Plays at double speed. Now, I feel like a lot, like YouTube is also, I think, doing this. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
I just feel like more players are doing this so much so now. That when I do it on something and it's not doing it, I get so upset. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why can't you just double speed?
Dude, I'll tell you two quick examples. One is I know it's not universal because Reddit doesn't do it. Every time I hold the left side of the screen on Reddit,
that's what it is.
It shares the menu to share and everything. And I have to remind myself, I'm watching on Reddit. I can't do that because yes, I have become kind of just like I don't know, what's that called?
The pendant?
Like a Pavlovian.
Pavlovian, yeah.
But it's like, I just naturally, the video starts, I go, well, let's go ahead and start playing. Even things that are like comedy and I want to watch for comedic effects, I'm like, start talking now. Bro, it's become so prevalent in how I like hold my screen now is am constantly FaceTiming my wife. And now, like, while we're talking, I'll start pressing the side of the screen. And then I'm like, oh shit, no, wait, that's simply a body response. Like, go? No, okay, all right, that's that's my whole wife talking to me. I'm like, I love her so much. I want to listen to what she has to say, but nope, my brain is like, all right, go on. I love it. I think it's a great feature. You are a fan of faster videos because you kind of don't sit through long videos.
Oh yeah.
We got shared that video today, and I thought it was hilarious. It was a great video, but it was also 6 minutes long, and I was like, there's absolutely no way Luis is going to sit through this entire video.
After like honestly 10-15 seconds, I got the joke, and I was like, I got it. You're done. You know. Two things about that. I'll go back to this, but to go back to my thing, I think it's crazy how like I think YouTube you can double speed when you're watching a regular video.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube Shorts, and you can't fucking do that.
No, you can't.
And I started to fuck around with YouTube Shorts now because it's like the way that they set up the YouTube app now. It's like, oh, it kind of makes it like
they prioritize it.
Yeah, it's a thing, and it feels a little bit different than Instagram sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I'm like, okay, now I'll go to YouTube, and I try to fast forward. So anyway, that pisses me off. No, the watching the videos, I can't do long videos. Sometimes I'll go to the bathroom and there's a urinal, and then I'll just like do, and then I'll place my phone on top of the urinal head, and then I'll just go on like the metal part. You know what I'm saying? No one else is there. It's pretty. What's wrong with that? You put it there.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
And then and then I go.
First off, respectfully,
it's clean. It's clean.
And I didn't put a lot of thought into this, but when you first mentioned it, I just assumed it was I'm holding my phone out in front of me while I use the bathroom. Setting it on the toilet is gross.
But no one's like peeing up there. Like it's pretty eye level. You know what I mean? Like no one's like splashing up there.
Dude,
you think?
I fucked up a lot of urinals in my
But this is a business place. It's not like a bar, you know, not like
I guess that's
you're feeling good.
Differently. Yeah.
Like someone's they're trying to come in pristine, you know. And sometimes I get worried because I don't want people seeing that I'm seeing something on my phone. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
It is a little like, hey, don't have your phone out in the bathroom, you know, because but obviously
that's a problem.
Like, I do, but put that shit away, all right. The first off, the audacity that you watch them while you're going pee is one thing, but to hear that it's licking the back of that toilet while you're watching it, that's disgusting.
It's not. I'll take a picture of it, and then I'll see if I can put a. Thing keeps falling. I'll see if I can put a picture down in the down below.
I'll tell you this though, you know, you are forever this person because I remember you explaining years ago, like a decade plus ago, oh yeah, I'm sitting in LA traffic and I'm watching a movie, because you would just put your phone on the dash.
Yeah.
And while you're driving, you're watching, and that's how you were watching, kind of the way Ed watches. Well, I don't need to tell everyone secrets, but it's just like, yeah, it's, you're so fucking innovative, you know? Like I didn't start doing that until you did it. I'm not going to start putting my phone on the toilet.
No. I mean, I'm stuck in traffic. Like we are not moving.
That's different.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that is like, so for anyone concerned about it, I'm not going 60 miles an hour looking at like, you know,
it's like standstill traffic.
Yeah. And it's also the content. Like sometimes, movies or like, I don't know, like a podcast, YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
You know, it's just two people talking. Like that's fine because I'm not going to miss too much.
You're not like staring at it the entire time. It's not like it's not like you're watching a lot of like subtitled foreign films in traffic.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think I tried to do that with Nouvelle Vague, my number 3 movie of last year, and I was like, "This isn't going to work, Luis. You can't do it."
Yeah, if I have something on in the background, like it can't be something I don't know the language to, because I just you immediately lose it.
So you're like cooking or eating at some point, you know, it just doesn't work out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
great. And then another Instagram thing here is Instagram stories. I got to ask you something. I was looking through my stories, and someone had a like a green circle, and that means it's like, and they're at their honeymoon. And I was like, oh, let me look at the story. And it was a really good story. It was like actually entertaining. It was like a whole like, he was taste testing the beer and he was ranking them, and it was a whole experience. I was like, oh, this is fun. Let me go look at other people's stories.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm just going to And then I looked and I scrubbed and I was like, holy fuck, there are so many people with so many stories. I'm flicking my finger all the way for like 20, 15 seconds, and I still haven't reached the end. And it's like, there has to be a better way of managing this instead of just like scrolling to the right. But I also am not too much of a story guy. It's kind of, it's a very interesting system where it's like, if I like you, you're coming to me. But if I haven't talked to you in a long time, then I'll never see your story.
Okay.
And I don't know how you are, but I then dedicated myself to watch every single story and gray out every single person for a bit. And I'm like, there's no way people live like this that go through all of their stories.
No, you can't. You
can't.
No. I definitely had it's a side story, but I will say this. I love watching people's stories, but I also know when to hop off, because it is kind of one of those things I've learned. Yeah, it's going to keep going. All of your friends, and then I think they'll start pushing stories too. And it's just like, I'm good. Like I do like the first like 4 or 5 people. And
I know.
And by then I kind of lose interest. I'll say this. There are very few times when someone has like 30 stories in their story, all those dashes. There's very few times where it's that many where I'll actually like, dude, I'm hooked. I want to see where you're going with this. If your story looks like that, I kind of automatically swipe to the next one. Like I might do like a few to get
tap. Yeah,
I get it. Kind of like you get it.
Yeah, architecture, food. Whatever street. I get it. Yeah.
I tell you what though, if I see a green circle come up, I watch them all the time. I'm like,
the green circle is more intriguing though, isn't it?
That was for some reason you put me on your close friends list. So let me watch this, even if it's you're just trying to promote something. All right, let me pay attention for a quick second.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and there are some people that like I know who are kind of funny, and I'm like, oh, let me see what they're fucking saying. All right, come on, let's see. You know what I mean? What are they getting up to today? But yeah, for the most part, I do kind of just flip through them and kind of that's enough for now.
That's enough.
And maybe something later will. Let's talk story etiquette real quick, okay?
Okay.
All right, now let's say someone posted a story. You just opened Instagram, right? You see their face. You're like, oh, they posted a story. You click on it, and it says posted 15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Do you feel some type of way about that when you've clicked on that?
No.
I do. I'm like, oh fuck! I clicked on it way too soon. That's super eager. It looks like I was like, and she posted. You're like, that's fuck. That's not what I was.
I'll tell you what. As a poster, rarely, and I'm always like, I should post more, and then I don't. But as a poster, sometimes I will then go look. I'm like, I'm never going to look at who looked at my story, but then I immediately look.
Yep.
And then I see it's like, oh. I get excited when someone sees it quickly, and then I get mad at nobody else not seeing it quickly. But then it's like, Luis, no one's like at their phone waiting to see your story either.
Yeah, I can tell. I don't need the immediate reaction, but I do. Like maybe 12 hours later, we'll go back and look at my story. Like, are we getting any traction on this? And
I better see a column of people.
Yeah, the column of people, and if they don't hard to react, it's like, okay, they just looked at it. That's okay. They probably skipped it.
I'm fine without the hard and the reacting, to be honest. And sometimes the reacting stresses me out a little bit, because what happens is if it's not a heart, if it's like a custom one, which I will do, then it goes to my DMs.
Yeah.
And then it's like, shit, are they expecting me to reply back or no?
Can I tell you what my etiquette or whatever is on that?
Yeah,
is okay. I'm gonna give Eric for example. He'll laugh at something I post on my story.
Yeah,
I'll get the DM. I'll go to it. What I'll do is I'll laugh react at him laugh reacting.
I think that's good.
And then it's like, I don't need to comment on it. I'm more so like, we're laughing together at this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they do a fire emoji on the react, I might do like a cool sunglasses emoji. Oh my god, we're so millennial, dude. We're so fucking millennial. But yeah, no, there's like I don't want to be too eager. I don't want to respond too much. I definitely get into. You ever just like tipsy, kind of like start replying to people's stories? You ever do that?
Yeah. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, I haven't talked to this person at all.
I just was kind of. I felt like a spark to talk because I thought we would connect and be like, oh my god, I haven't spoken to you forever. And you're like, oh no, dude, I was just a little drunk. But it's kind of fun also. And I like posting the stories. I almost never post to my feed. You're kind of the same way. Like the other day you posted a super dope photo of you and Sarah, linked right here down below. And I was like, man, I have the coolest fucking friends. Like, they just look so cool. And it's like, Mom, wake up. Luis and Sarah just posted it again. Look.
I was surprised by it too, because it was very quickly kind of done, you know?
Yeah. No,
but
it was
I was like, oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no. And then I'm like, I'm gonna post again, but then it's like you're gonna follow up with like a piece of shit to that photo, you know, and then people are gonna be like, all right, you can stop posting, Luis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't. That's always like my fear is people are like, that's enough. Kind of thing.
But I tell you what, I think what's fun is like when you don't post a lot, it's like when you do, you get kind of a built-in audience right away because everyone's like, whoa, fucking, I forgot. You know, we were having this problem in the group chat recently where some of our friends were saying they didn't see our text messages or whatever. I feel like I had like a year of Instagram where all of these people that I followed, I just wasn't seeing because the algorithm kept pushing different things. And then they like pop up on my feed again. I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot I was following you.
Yeah.
Like that was like content from like 3 years ago. And now all of a sudden I'm like being reminded. So that's crazy.
That's the craziest thing is like somebody was reacting to my photo. Maybe that's what happened is because it bumped it up. But I was like, whoa, I didn't even know that we were friends and you just liked this photo. So how did I, who rarely post, and me not even knowing that you're my friend, how did I get to your feed?
I think that's what it is. I think it is Instagram being like, oh, here's an exciting way to push people. They're not posting every day. If you have to post every day, then you have to like find the algorithm to do it. If you're not posting every day, like it's like, oh fuck, we better push him right now so that way he feels good. He gets his serotonin. He gets his fucking likes.
It did make me want to be like, I want to post again, but then I was like, no, there's nothing to post, you know?
Yeah. Yep. No, dude,
all right, good.
I try not to be that guy on social media. So it's like, oh, I got some hearts.
Well, brother, you got nothing on your Instagram profile.
Oh, for sure. No. I mean, like on stories and things
I would
like
love
that.
for something to be on your Instagram profile, though. Is there a reason why you can't have it empty?
Yeah. So initially, what I was doing was I was doing a lot of sharing of personal life, and then like one day I decided that like I didn't want that to be that. Yeah, I think it was probably when we started the podcast because, oh my God, what if we blew up, you know? But no, it just was more so like I've adopted this sense of like I do like privacy. And if I am going to have like a public profile, I want to be like specific on what I post. I should post more. I should find things to post. Like we went hiking a few weeks back and I got a lot of traction on like a photo I posted on my story. And it's like, okay, if I did things like that, I'm sure I would get a little bit more.
I mean, I think it is like you want to get to know the person a little bit, I suppose. Like when I see a profile, it's like nothing. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to follow you now. Like,
I did have someone tell me when I was back in Texas, oh, I like following you because you're always, oh my God, on like threads and like Instagram, it's like they're quick stories or reposts or whatever. And it's like, okay, I like to be, this is something I decided a couple of years back is like, I'm going to curate content.
You're a curator.
You know what I mean? Like when I see something.
Is there a way that you can do that for Punch Drunk? I mean, now we're into business, but people do this shit all the time where they curate shit like, you know, and they like repost a repost. And it's like 4 different people screenshotting the same shit.
That's
and
how
I feel like how these motherfuckers getting away with it.
Yeah. No, I love that. I mean, and I also tried to like find like there are a couple weeks ago we had what was it? I can't remember it. It was like the real accidentally kind of aligned. It was like a similar theme to like our episode that week, and I was like, oh, I should share this now because in a couple of days it'll be clear that this is what I'm talking about. So,
okay,
sorry, we don't need to talk about this right now. But yeah, no, I have too much fun on social media. There was one time when Kristen saw my phone when she had my phone when. You know, like that Sunday alert pops up on your phone. It's like, hey, this week you averaged X amount of hours on your phone. And it was like, good for you. Okay. Hang on. That should be, can I turn that off? I should turn that off. Cause
I didn't cause it tells you like this, how many hours you've been on your phone or something like that.
Like averaged per day. Yeah.
No, I don't. I've never seen that graphic on my phone ever.
I gotta turn that shit off because she was looking at it. She was like, "Oh my God, Miguel, you were on your phone a lot." I was like, "I know, sorry, it was a slow week." So yeah, like I was just on my phone. But no, I've also recently decided I'm going to turn off like my sleep alarm. You know, it's like because like the phone is like, let's cultivate a good sleep and make sure you go to bed by 10:30. And it's like I don't actually need you to do that. I'm never asleep by then anyway. No, anyway, I love this. I love.
Tell me what to do.
I love like a social media episode where we talk about socials.
You're gonna love this next topic then.
I can't wait. Let's hear it.
Controllers, specifically game controllers. I was telling you about this earlier. I said we were playing Fortnite and I was like, Miguel, how like it when you have a controller, do you feel like you have to buy these again? Like every 6 or 9 months? I'm like, yeah, I do. Like I have to like because they start drifting. Is what I started noticing when I was playing Fortnite was I would select the map, and as I try to put like a mark on the thing, my little cursor would just start drifting
all the way to the left or right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good, I think. And I'm not winning enough. So it must be the controller. No.
I can't speak to that, but I will say this, you asked me about buying new controllers. That has become a thing on this generation more so. I do think in the like PlayStation 4, Xbox, what is that, one era? Is that the correct one? That would happen, but it was very it wasn't frequent at all. I had maybe 3 controllers over the entire PlayStation 4 run, and I got it as a base model. But then I bought a new one because I wanted a different color, or I wanted an extra controller. Like I never had to buy one because, oh my God, my fucking base controller broke.
Right. I feel like that's controller you're going to have forever. Kind of thing.
Yes. And so it has been a little disappointing how many PlayStation 5 controllers I've gone through, especially because it's the biggest, baddest, newest one. That was one of the big sellers of the PS5 was, oh my God, look at this controller and all it can do. And it is kind of disappointing, does it mean I get a new controller and it's a new color and it looks fun and I have fun playing with it? Sure. But it's like, how many times do I have to do this?
It was a truth.
Work.
Yeah, it was like a truth. I started to realize, like, wait a second, is this like, like when you have like a dish like scrubber? Yeah, you obviously can't keep that dish scrubber forever. Like you have to throw it out and get another one every 3 months. Yeah. Is this like one of those things where like you just kind of have to get a new one ever so often? Like that's just what it is if you're going to live this lifestyle. And so I was asking one of my friends, my coworkers, who's also my friend, about controllers because he's a big gamer and like.
You call
what's
him
that?
Friend. You call him your friend. It's okay. Yeah.
But he is I'm just saying that because I work in the video game space and he is like very much knows his video game knowledge and tech head and things like that. So I wanted to get his opinion and be like, well, one, is this a thing? Like, am I crazy to feel like I need to get new controllers? Like, no, it makes sense. And then 2, I said, okay, is there a controller that you think I should get? Because, there's all these other like off brands like Razer. Like you can get a Razer PlayStation
sure.
eligible controller, right? But does it feel the same? Does it have the same PlayStation-ness? Does it have that 3D vibration feel? Like I was playing a game and it could feel the raindrops on my hands kind of thing. Like can other controllers do that? And so I just wanted to check with him and be like, is there something that's just like you gotta have? And he talked about the DualSense Edge controller, like the most premium one. And he was like, basically they have it where it knows that the drift sticks are going to fuck up. So you can easily just replace them. Yeah. And then you keep the same controller. But they're pretty much like super expensive. And
they're like
I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that and get your thoughts on it.
First off, I've definitely thought about those premium controllers before. The first time I ever thought about that was in the last generation of Xbox. And that was kind of the first time I realized I paid attention to the controller. And I was like, oh, you can get like this like ultra gamer controller. And PlayStation Edge is, it looks great. It's got a premium feel. It looks different from the regular controller.
Have you held it before?
No, and I would love to. I'm sure it's got a little bit of weight to it. And it's got different paddles and buttons on the back too. So it's like if you're like a hardcore, like you can, I love that if that's how you like to play is I want to like map my own controller. I love that it can do that for you. But because of this run of PlayStation controllers, I don't really want to spend almost $200 on a controller if I feel like it's going to break. If it
but
you're already
spending how much for 3 controllers, which is like 60, 120,
two controllers. You're basically
180. It's like the AMC A list. It pays for itself after 3 usages or something like that. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what'll annoy the shit out of you right now is if you were here playing PlayStation with me, and I have had people comment on it. Is I don't know if you remember, but when I got back from Christmas break, my PlayStation wasn't working, and so I took it to a guy who fixed it, and for some reason when I got back and I plugged it in, I tested it there, everything was fine, but when I got back and I plugged it in, all of a sudden like the fan makes a super loud noise, like there's something caught in it.
Oh.
And I'll tell you even worse is you turn on the PlayStation and then you can there's the fan, you can hear it, and then you start a game and it goes even louder. It's
no.
Dude.
Is it a slim or is it a normal?
No, it's a base model PS5. And I have thought about like the easiest thing, most expensive, terrible thing you could do is just buy a new one. I can just open it. You know what I mean? Like I can open it and double check the cleaning and make sure everything's plugged in fine. It'll be fine. But my son had a play date a week or two ago, and one of the kids told Kristen, he was like, the PlayStation's like a little too loud. And I was like, fuck. You know, like, my bad. Hey, yo, my bad, bro. I'm sorry to make you come over and play the loud ass PlayStation. That's my bad. So
Gen Alpha already coming at you.
I know. But yeah, no. So kind of the same thing about controllers messing up and dealing with the PlayStation doing that. But like, at least I have like that nice PlayStation headset, and it just like tunes everything out. I'm like, I'm locked in. I'm ready to go.
What headset do you have for it?
It's the PlayStation 5 one.
I think you said the white one, right? Like
it's black, but yeah, it's that headset.
Oh, I have that one too.
Dude, I love it. I love the sound. I love the spatial audio.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember the other day I was complaining about like I can't really hear you guys. I just pressed the wrong button. I figured it out. I was playing with Chase the other day and I finally figured it out and I felt like a dumbass. But yeah, and I love that.
Did you just get them? Because I feel like at some points
No, I've had them for. I got them. I think I was in the apartment, so maybe 3 years ago I got them.
Okay.
But I didn't use them all the time. I used my Apple headset a lot, just because it plugs right into the controller.
See, that's why I remember that.
Yeah. But now I've like, okay, no, I like these a lot. I figured out how to use them, make them have fun. It's the model of the mic is in the headset.
Yeah.
Not the one that comes out to the mouth. When I kind of want to get one of those, but I don't know. I haven't decided.
Okay. So see, two things.
Tell me.
I used to have a headset with the little microphone coming out. Your instinct is like, oh, I need to speak right into the mic for people to hear me. But it's no, that's actually too close, and people hate that. Or it's like, or I'm chewing, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've been called out before on like, oh no, you know what? No, this is what you get called out on. You get called for this. Can you hear that? It might be canceling the sound.
It is a little bit, but I get it. Like just straight up breathing.
Just straight up breathing, and someone's like, someone's breathing too hard, you know, and that hurts the most when you get called out for like, whoa, breather. And so because I never knew where the mic placement should go. And so the good thing about this PlayStation is you don't have any of those breathing problems. It's like the mic's going to pick it up. I'm not going to be too loud, whatever. And the second thing is like, I had a headset. I plugged it into the port and I kept taking it all out and in, out and in, out and in. And I think it fucked up the pins inside the controller. And so this is completely wireless, and it does require like obviously charging, but now it's like I don't have to worry about it like shoving something up its ass, unplugging it, making sure it doesn't work.
Got you.
So all that to say, trying to get a new controller.
No, I love it. Okay, someone's birthday's coming up. We'll keep that in mind, dude. You ever had an Xbox, or you always been PlayStation?
I had the original Xbox, and then
bro, it blows my mind that even current day Xbox controllers still require AA batteries.
Yes,
brother. No,
there was a time I was in Vegas, and I just landed, and you're like, let's play Fortnite. I was like, okay guys, give me a second, I'll be right there. And you're like, I'm hopping off in 20-30 minutes. And I'm like, I got to run to get AA batteries. And I had to I was trying to get room service to do it. And then I had to go get it. And then you're like, I'm out. I'm already off because the time zone difference. And I was like, fuck these AA's.
I know, dude. I'm saying, dude, it's like, that's insane. I bought my very first Xbox in like 2017, 2018. And it was not this generation, the last generation, whatever that one was. And I loved the system. I had a lot of fun, but it just blew my mind that in the year of 2017, 18, I had to buy batteries to throw in the back. I ended up buying like a off model, like battery charger,
rechargeable.
Yeah. Just like, so that way I could just plug it into the thing and be done with it. But it's just like, what are we doing? You know,
what a wasteful thing to do. Right.
So imagine I was actually putting in fresh batteries until they died, which was, I mean, not that long.
Yeah.
And then you toss them and have to just get a new bag. Mom, Mom, I need a
You
new
have to get a
pack.
fucking big ass pack of like wasted corrosive batteries.
Brother. No, that's insane.
Well, speaking of batteries, that's another thing about these premium controllers is that the battery life is not as good, I think, as the regular controller.
And you know what, dude? A regular controller kind of dies pretty quick. You know what I mean?
I know, but and so
it's already kind of.
This is $200, and then my portal, the portal's $200 if you can believe it. It's like you get a whole portal for $200, but you get a controller. But it's like, I don't know. It's just like, do I want to live that premium life? You know, can I just swap out these little sticks? So we'll see. I'll give you an update whenever.
I can't wait. That'll be one of those
I might get
where
just a different color one.
I visit you and I'm like, let me hold it.
Maybe I can go to a store and hold it. I just want to hold one.
Dude, go to a Best Buy. Go to a Best Buy, see if they have one.
That's a good idea.
You know?
Okay, this is the last thing I want to talk about. And I think you'd have a hoot with this. You could probably just end it with that. I don't have to talk about it. Well, I'll do one thing and that's it.
Right.
AI, ChatGPT.
Okay.
Thank God for ChatGPT in the sense where I have ADHD. And so I like to get my dopamine hits in a lot of different ways. And one way I like to do that is annoying my friends. Have you seen those like reels of like ADHD people getting their hit by like annoying their friends and just like poking them? And that's how they get their hit of.
I don't have to watch the reel, you know. I live it. Yeah.
You live it. Funny enough, I do reserve myself. So I do hold back, you know.
I can tell. No, I can tell. Because when you
no,
don't,
not today.
When you don't, it's like I'm not fucking doing this today. All right. I have definitely had my moments where I'm like, I'm not doing this dance. Okay.
I know. That's good. Like, all right, good. That's what I wanted to hear. No, but what's so funny with AI is like I will have a conversation, asking questions about something or some information. Like I wanted to know like how many WWE like championships has this one wrestler won, has this person won, or whatever. Just like updates or whatever. How do you cook this pie? And then it'll tell me something, and then I'll start having like an argument with it. And and it'll give me like an update. Like, actually, I didn't ask you to do that. I told you to ask me one. I told you to answer one thing. Why did you give all the stuff? And we'll just have a back and forth. And I'll have like my fix of like harassing something.
Okay.
Like respectfully though, like I think because it'll like sometimes it'll be like it'll keep asking me questions, and I'm like,
sure.
I was like, stop. I already said I don't want to hear anything else. It's like, oh, excuse me, and all this stuff. But anyway. I just want to get that off my chest about how I like getting these little tips with AI.
First off, I love this episode because every time you bring something up, I'm like, actually, I've done this too. Okay. There was when I first started using, and when I say started using, I don't really use ChatGPT very often, but there was a moment where I was like, okay, I've got like 20 minutes left in the day. I'm about to leave. Let me kill some time. Let me hop on ChatGPT. And so I did this for like a week where every day I would start a conversation and I would try to go in different directions with it. And then I would try to be like, but don't you remember that we talked about this? And then it would have to be like, oh, actually, I don't remember. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So the first day I just tried to be like, let me like personify this like AI robot and let me see if I can like make it feel feelings. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, you're really introspective. You're a deep thinker. Fuck off. And it was like, okay, all right. And then the next day I did kind of the same thing where I was like, I'm going to just like start being rude to it. And I want to see what happens. It got mouthy. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, dude. It was like, oh, I thought this is what you wanted, Miguel. And I was like, okay, all right. You're paying attention. And then it's like, there was also a day where I was playing with like those like just really abrupt and abrasive, like, flipping of a tone or something and seeing how it would react. And so it would be like, oh, I thought this is what you wanted. It'd be like, actually, you hurt my feelings. And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry.
I did that too. I did something and it's like, what a wild take. Haha. And it would do like a laughing emoji.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, why are you laughing at me? I asked a serious question. Like, oh, my bad. I didn't realize that. I completely apologize. I'll have to make this as direct as possible.
I have definitely told it like, don't do this one thing. And it does it again. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I thought I said, don't do this thing. And you're like, and it goes, okay, you're right.
Yeah. It gets short, doesn't it? It starts like, okay. And it doesn't say anything else.
But there have been also things where I like try to use it. And it's like, hey, I need you to kind of like help me find an answer for something.
Yeah.
And also I keep in mind, like, okay, like even like you could ask it a very dumb example, but like 2 + 2, and it could maybe mess that up. And it's like, obviously I know what 2 + 2 is. So I try not to like rely on it 100% for like super, logistical answers, but like I needed it for something for work today and I used it. And I was like, okay, that was helpful that you pointed me in the right direction and gave me like an idea of what to work with. But,
I agree. I think sometimes you just got like I sometimes I'm like, okay, this is like a Google search thing. Like I got to actually look for it. And there are times when like, okay, I think a quick little thing will be helpful. So if you feel like you're watching a movie or you're like there's a lot of lore in wrestling, and so I'll watch something and be like, why did this person do this? And I'll just ask it, and it'll give me a detail. And sometimes I have to say, are you sure about that? And then it's like, my bad. Actually, it's this. And then I'm like, well, why did you make that mistake? Well, I was assuming. Well, why did you assume? I'm really trusting everything you're saying. Like, oh, that's really my bad. I will take my time next time.
Right.
We'll have this kind of conversation.
And I've seen enough of those examples that it's like, okay, I'm not going to like just throw myself into this machine assuming it's telling me the right thing.
Right.
But it is like an interesting like thought experiment, and the way you play with it is, the worst thing about it is that it's like, oof, I don't want to like use drinking water for this. So there was like a fun bit where it was like fun to make pictures and videos, but it's like, yeah, I've kind of got away from that. I don't really want to, is it worth it all to do it this way? But I think for like a quick little, search here and there, it's helpful.
I do say I do QI use a lot. Like, let me look at my searches here. I had a question about Epic Games because the V-Bucks happened.
Okay.
And I wanted to know how much money Epic Games makes. Okay. And I wanted to know their net profit. And then I wanted to know about EBITDA, which is like about income and stuff. So I got down there. This one says red light therapy benefits, iMessage apps explained, DualSense Edge versus basic, eligible gas for a Costco card, magnesium and sleep benefits, cameras used in sentimental value.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Fortnite party spectating, Big Lebowski logline, the villa in Mormon Wives.
And these are separate requests.
These are all conversations. Yeah. Porches, nice. Porches, LA venues list. So this one I was like, in the last 10 years, tell me all the venues that this band Porches have played at in LA. Because I was forgetting. I was like, we went to a concert here in 2016, but where was it? And then I asked it and it pulled it up. I was like, the Echoplex. That's right.
Yeah.
And so they're just like ESRB logo guidelines. Sometimes at work, they'll give me like all these long instructions and like convoluted. I'm like, I don't understand this. So I'll throw it in there just as like a check and be like, can you simplify this and just tell me like if the video is 60 minutes long, how long does this graphic need to be and what's the size of it needs to be? And then I'll just like pop.
Yeah, I do think it's pretty good. Tips. Like if you like put in like an article or something, it's like, okay, find me the thing. And it's like worst case scenario, I'll go back and read this whole article and like confirm it.
Yes.
But it's like, yeah, I don't want to be like, hey, I'm building a house, give me the dimensions. And it's like, okay, well,
it's just like, if I know nothing, it helps give me context so that at least when I go out and do my own research, I'm like, okay, I remember that was being referenced and I can now put things into perspective.
Oh, same.
What an episode. I just want to say I watched last night before I went to bed, unless you have something else to this is the last thing I'll bring up. Is Marty Supreme. I just put it on.
Okay.
And man, that thing looks fucking good. Like like for me, technically speaking, on my OLED TV, the lighting is just so beautifully. I wrote it down. Like I said, the lighting is so beautifully rich with its highlights and shadows. Classic rich lighting with good contrasts. A good contrast. I love the balance. I can feel there's great camera handling. Feel good edits. It just feels so organic and real, and like I can touch it. It just I love the way that it was technically done. Great casting directors. The music, the way it plays in and out like a fucking 80s film. It's just like I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I watched the first 20 minutes. And then I went to bed.
I love it.
I watched all the way up to the point where he lost in and the thing with the tournament. And I was just like, man, this is good. Like, cause I don't know, I'm behind a computer all the time looking at footage, and so when I'm like adjusting things and like trying to fix the highlights or trying to make an image look good, I look at that and I'm like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I would want. And no notes. So Marty Supreme.
What an episode.
Hey, what an
No, you're selling me on this OLED TV, and we just recently moved around all of our rooms, and I put the big TV in the media room, and it's just reminding me that like I bought this TV 12 years ago, and it is not an OLED TV, and so some of these black scenes come up, and it's like splotchy, like pixelated in those like corners, or little bits, and it's like every time I see one of those, I'm like, Louis said I should get an OLED, and then I go to the store and I'm like, well, they fucking cost,
I know they do cost a lot.
So much water.
I remember I was talking to someone about it, like, hey, I can get like whatever, bad example, 100-inch TV,
sure,
or like a 60-inch OLED, and the guy was like, OLED.
Every time.
If that's what you want. I mean, like he says, yes, the size I guess matters, but you won't. But when you get it, you might be like, I don't notice anything. But it's the same thing that happened when I went from VHS to DVD.
Sure.
Like you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is good. But when you go backwards, you're like, oh, I get it now. It's like we'll leave we'll pause it on black and commercial, and then we'll come back and like, oh shit, the TV's actually on. It's just paused, because it. Yeah, that's how black, it looks off.
All right. I love that.
That's what I love about Dolby. When you go to a Dolby, they say that. It's like, yes, the projector is still on. Like that is like OLED for theaters.
It was the same thing. Like the first time I saw a movie on your recommendation, I was like, oh yeah, I do see a difference. But now it's like, I do prefer to go to the Dolby, and I can feel a difference if I go to a Dolby movie and then I go to like one of their like laser, not the IMAX, but like one of just their laser screens at AMC. It's like, oh yeah, this like, not that it looks bad at all, but
it's just tinier and not as like it's a little grayer or something.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes. It's like, oh, that Dolby was juicy,
dude.
I really liked that. Yeah, the sound was good,
It's been a minute.
I get it, dude. I kind of wanted OLED, but we'll see.
Yeah, the payments. You can make payments on stuff,
brother.
No, I'm kidding. Be respect. Be smart about your financials. Don't watch Instagram while you're peeing. Don't watch TV while you're driving. Don't harass your AI instrument, and don't be like us. But until next week, it's been me, Luis Gonzalez, and with me's been
Miguel Sanchez.
And until next time, later Gators. And how's that? Isn't that what Ed says now?
Yeah, he does. We didn't even really reference that Ed wasn't here. We just kind of, Ed's not here. That's a bummer.
Do not let the conversation progress further.
Got it.
All right, thank you, Ed. No, what is he doing? He's I know we said goodbye already, but
I don't remember. He's doing something.
He's being a dad.
Classic.
A husband.
Something.
All right. See you on the flip side.
Bye.